Hi, this is Nick here. One of the questions I get asked all the time is it really worth putting in a basement? Well, the answer to that is yes, if you live in London. No, if you live anywhere else in the country. The reason being, it costs a lot to put a basement in, and it doesn't really stack up if you're looking to add value to your property if you live outside London. It's just too much money. Maybe if you want extra space and you're not bothered about spending money on a basement, then yes, but otherwise, an average size basement is going to cost at least £300,000 to £400,000 before you even start. Now, obviously, it's a different story in London because different parts of London are valued differently. So, for instance, Fulham, where we're based, the pound per square foot is circa £1,000 to £1,200 a square foot. So if I'm going to dig a basement underneath a terraced house in Fulham, it's going to cost for the shell and core phase 1 £250,000, and that's going to get you a shell of around about 1,000 square feet. So if you add that to the property value, that's almost £1 million plus more. Now, if you did that in Mayfair, where the resale value of a property is £2,500 a square foot, you can see where the money, the profit is. Now, to get a basement through planning approval, it takes around about sort of 2 months. And while it is in planning, what we do, we go for party wall agreements, because you've got to get approval from the neighbours to the left and the right. And if you live next to flats, that's even more party wall agreements, which also costs money. Now, as I said, planning takes around about 2 months. Party wall agreements take around about 3 to 4 months. Can take longer if the neighbours are tricky and they want more money in an escrow deposit, which tends to happen. And then the party wall surveyor may say we need sort of property monitoring and all sorts of surveys in the ground before we start. Then once the party wall is signed off and you get full planning approval, we can start the dig. Now, the dig takes, on 1,000 square foot basement in Fulham, for instance, takes around about 3 to 4 months. That's to do the shell and core. Once the shell and core is done, we can then go into the fit out phase where we're kitting it out to create the cinema room, utility room, bedrooms, so on and so forth. And that takes around about another 3 months. So in total, a basement takes around about 6 to 7 months from start to finish, and then the client obviously is happy. Other things to consider when you have a basement, obviously, you probably will have to move out your house. We can do it when you're in the house, when we tunnel underneath the ground floor, but it's very messy, very dirty, and some people just can't stick it through the end. And also the neighbours, neighbours do complain. There's a lot of noise, a lot of mess. When the grab lorries come along to take the muck away, it does block the road. People do get really pissed off with how long it takes. So be prepared for complaints. But after that, once it's all done and dusted, you're going to be ended up with a lovely 1,000 square foot basement under your house, which is going to add around about £1 million plus to your property. So yeah, that's the reasons behind having a basement. Now, if you want any more information on having a basement, whether it's if you want me to come round and have a look and give you a valuation on the cost, or you want some questions answered about health and safety, is it safe, just direct message me. Otherwise, please subscribe to my new channel. I need some people to follow me, and also you know, Facebook and Instagram. You know, these days I'm everywhere. So yeah, so that's about basements. I will speak again maybe tomorrow or the next day about maybe extensions or loft conversions or refurbishments or adding value through interior design. I'll post all that, you know, throughout the next couple of days. Okay, I'm on the way to work, so I will speak to you all later on. See ya.